What's up? My name is Mattia and I'm not gonna go to college. Yeah, you heard it right. I took this decision to not go to college next year. This is my last year I'm currently on my last year of high school and I had to take a decision. Did I really want to pursue my college education and go work a 9 to 5 job? No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not how I want to live my life, the rest of my life. So first thing I had to do was to tell my parents that this was my decision, and I told them. They didn't took it very well, but they took it and they understood this is my life. And today in today's video, I want to talk to you. I want to share with you my experience, how I told my parents, and how I made them accept that I'm not gonna go to college. And at the same time, I want to give you a step-by-step guide on how you can tell your parent the most effective way to tell your parents that you're not gonna go to college. The least worst way, I'd say, because most of them won't take it very well. They're all old style. They are from a different generation from us, and that's why we need this script. We need something we can tell them and almost persuade them to believe that it's fine to not have a degree nowadays. So let's get straight into the presentation. Okay, here we are. How to convince your parents to not go to college. No BS guide, right? Only true facts right here. So first of all, right, let's talk about how I did it. How did I convince my parents, old school parents, right? My dad is an engineer, my mom is an employee. I have two brothers, and they fed us with their job. Like, they made all their money being dependent. My dad works in a company as an engineer. As I said, my mom is an employee. So they're not entrepreneurs or anything like that. So they believe that they went to college, they both went to college. So they believe that to make money and to live in the future, you need to get a degree, go to school, blah, 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 right? In the past years, my mindset changed a lot, right? I have very good grades. I could easily go to college, get accepted, etc. But that's not my mindset anymore. What I want to do is I want to be independent. I want to be an entrepreneur, and it's not the same. I won't have the same path as they had, right? To be an entrepreneur nowadays, digital entrepreneur, actually college is almost useless, right? I think you might agree with me right here on this point, because they're not up to date. With internet and with all this digital stuff, everything changes so quickly. Like, colleges can't stay behind all of this. At college, you won't learn about SMMA, for example. You won't learn about drop shipping. You won't learn about copywriting. You won't learn about all of this stuff. They might teach you that, but maybe in 3 to 4 years. And as aspirant entrepreneurs, we need to be ahead of the wave. We need to understand how everything is gonna be, and just anticipate the movement. So I had to tell them. They were asking me, oh, so next year, Mattia, what are you going to do next year? What are you going to do next year? School, here, there, blah, blah, blah. And I was tired of saying, I'll think about it, all right? I was tired to say that. What did I do? I told them the truth. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. That's not how I want to structure my life. I want to be free. I want to be independent. I want to have money. I don't want to worry about money. Want to go to the restaurant and don't look at the bill, right? So they quickly understood that going to college was probably not the best path to take if I want to pursue that type of lifestyle, that type of life. All right, you can make good money with college education, all right? With a degree, you can become a doctor, right? You can make 100, 200K a year. But there's one fundamental point they didn't get. I want to be location free, all right? Location freedom, you might have heard about this before. I want to be free. What this means is that when you work at a 9-to-5 job as a doctor, you have some you have to work exactly from 9 to 5 in a specific hospital, so you have to live there. You won't even have time to spend the money you make. You'll be so stressed, it won't be a life. Now, okay, we need doctors, we need engineers and stuff like that, but that's just wasn't meant to be for me. So I told them, and I also told them that nowadays degrees are not as important as they were in the past. With all these digital jobs, you truly can find a job in one day on the internet, working remotely. Okay, so why would I need a degree for? Why would I spend 4 years, dude, 4 years in a school, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars that I could invest in myself? No, that's just, it's not for me. So also today there are also online degrees. How can we believe online degrees they matter as much as a physical degree, and you have to do 1/10 of the work to get the degree. So here you understand how stupid the system is. There's no point in having a degree anymore. And in the future, in the next probably 5 to 10 years, people will understand it more. I understand it's still a bit early, but that's just my point of view. So I explained what I was doing. At the time, a couple months ago, when I told them that I wasn't going to go to college, I was having a SMMA agency. All right, I had an SMMA agency. I was doing cold calls. I was doing outreach and sales calls and stuff like that. And they were pretty surprised from it. They wasn't expecting it from me. All right, they didn't expect me to be doing all of this stuff while going to school and having a pretty high average. Right, my grades were good. Okay, so they said, okay, we didn't know it, all right, and but this is not a real thing. Like, in 1 year you lose, maybe this job maybe won't exist. And I told them that it's a digital entrepreneur's job and duty to adapt. I'm going to adapt to the different situations my life is gonna throw at me, to the different obstacles, okay, and to convince them even more, I told them, all right, if in 1 year from now I won't be making $10,000 plus a month, I'll go to college. Okay, so I gave myself 1 year time, so there's pressure on me. This year I need to do $10,000 a month consistently, or I'll go to college next year. And I don't wanna go to college, so you better bet I'm gonna do that $10,000 a month. I'll do that. I'm 100% sure I'll do that. And seeing me so convinced, they saw me, I was convinced I could do that. They believed in me even more. And of course, at first they weren't happy about my decision, right? But I made them understand that this is my life, not theirs. They already lived theirs. They already took their decisions. Oh, I just spit everywhere. That's fine. So I told them I already took my decision, and they took theirs 30, 40 years ago. So what do they want from me? All right. So this is how I convinced them. They're not convinced. I'm actually going to leave. I planned a trip for next year, and they just accepted their reality of things, that I don't want to go to college, and maybe I'll go next year, maybe not. We'll see. Sorry. But now let's get to the guide. How can you do the same? What are the steps? Like, you can already imagine them from how I structured how I talked to them, how I told them everything. You can already guess what I'm going to say, but I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide. So, okay, first of all, you need to understand what's your goal in life. My goal, as I already said, be free, location freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom. I want to be free. I don't want to be restricted in one location. Or you have to live in Italy because the hospital where you work is over there, or you have to be here at 7 tomorrow and you leave at 9 p.m. or you work from Saturday to Sunday, and you won't make enough money to pay. No, that's not me. What's your goal in life? Because once you understand that, you easily understand what your path needs to be. Do you want to be an engineer? Do you want to be a doctor, a scientist, research? You want to do researches, etc. Then I'm sorry to tell you, but a college degree is still needed for this type of stuff. All right. If you want to be an engineer, the internet is no better than a college degree. If you want to be a doctor, even worse. All right. You need a college degree for that type of stuff. But for all the rest of things, you don't. Sincerely, you don't. Okay? Now, what if you don't know what to do? Okay? If you don't know what to do, don't go to college. Like you don't know what to do, alright? You are not sure what you're gonna do next year and stuff like that. But you spend $200,000 a month. The $200,000 in 4 years, $100,000. It's still a lot. Imagine investing those money in yourself, your education, what you're interested in, experience, traveling here, there. That's worth way more than going to a college, a school, and you are not even motivated to do it because you don't know your purpose yet. You don't know your purpose yet. Okay? So if you don't know what to do, don't go to college. Take a year off. Take a year. It's better to take a year, 2 years to understand what you want to do. Work on yourself in the meanwhile. Start making up a couple of money. Than going to college and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay? So don't do that if you don't know what to do. And if you already know you don't want to go, what's your plan B? Or actually your plan A? What's your main plan? What are you going to do if you don't go to college? Like, is your plan going to work at a supermarket? Now, no offense for anybody working to a supermarket, alright? But if you don't want to go to college, to go work a regular 9 to 5 and no other ambitions after that, go to college, dude. Like, no. You need to have a specific plan. You need to know exactly what you want to do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to do YouTube now, all right? But one thing is sure, I want to be free. I want to be a digital entrepreneur. Work with my computer around the world, Thailand, China, here, there, USA, I don't care. Okay? I know that's what I want to do. I have a plan. I'm building my plan right now. But if my plan was to go to my local supermarket and stay there for the rest of my life, my parents would have kicked my ass and sent me to college, right? So come up with a good plan. Search around. You got me now. I'm here on YouTube. I'm gonna share my knowledge, but there are also many people with way more knowledgeable than me and you can look up to. Now, exactly what to tell your parents. Once you understood, right, your specific plan, what's your goal, what's your purpose, you need to do this, right? You need to be clear with what you want to do in life. Tell them exactly. I told them I want to be a digital entrepreneur. I don't want to work 9 to 5. Okay? You need to be that clear with them. And the more convinced you are, the more convinced they'll get. That's as easy as that. Okay? Secondly, once you tell them you want to be a digital entrepreneur and they'll do the small faces and stuff like that, just tell them why you don't think a degree would help you. They'll say, oh, you can do business study. We all heard it, right? Do business study. Okay? if you do business study, you'll end up working a 9 to 5 in the business industry, but it's still a 9 to 5. Don't think you'll be independent, all right? And if you want to do business study, believe me, there's so much stuff out there on YouTube, on in general on the internet, that you can take so many valuable courses that you can buy for $50 that are gonna teach you so much from actual millionaires, I mean billionaires, all right? Actual billionaires are gonna teach you for $100, $1,000. They'll teach you stuff that no business study, college degree will teach you, all right? So you need to tell them that nowadays degrees are not that important. Life is like works, jobs are way more digital than on place, and that's why you don't think a college degree is for you. Tell them, describe them your plan. What are you gonna actually do? I told them I'm gonna start copywriting. Now I'm gonna buy this course. Then I will buy that course over there. I'm gonna take that certification on the next year. Like, if you show them that you have some actual plans, that you're not lost, you have a path, and you are focused on it, and it's not going to work to that supermarket, they'll believe you, like, truly. They'll understand you way better than if you say, I don't know what to do, I don't want to go to college, I don't know. No, you tell them, I'm going to do this. No, not I won't. I will. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that certification. And parents love certifications because they're similar to degrees. So stick some certifications in there, right? And tell them, I'm not going to be ignorant. I'm not going to be a little ignorant guy that didn't go to college and now doesn't know shit. No. You're gonna educate yourself. You're gonna start reading books. You're gonna take courses here, there, certifications. That's what I was talking about, right? You tell them that you're still going to educate yourself, just not in a college. So this is that. Now, many parents may press you. Just a moment. Sorry. Many parents still will press you with going to school. They won't be convinced at first, right? It took me weeks to convince my parents, 100%. Now they're convinced, right? After 4 months, I told them they're convinced. But it takes time. Don't think that the first time you tell them that, they'll be convinced. No, first of all, they'll hear you. They'll listen to you. Then they want you to show them. So once you tell them, start immediately buying courses, start immediately reading, immediately start to building the life you told them you were gonna build without college. Right? You need to start immediately. They need to see you're driven. And again, if they still want you to go and still are not convinced, remind them over and over and over again that this is your life. They already took their decisions. They already took the step they wanted to. They lived the life they wanted to live. Now it's your life. They won't be here forever, unfortunately, but this is your life. Yours. For yourself in the future, you need to think about him. You need to do what you want to do now to not have regrets in 20 years, 30 years. Because I guarantee you my dad has some regrets. Alright? And you don't want regrets. That's one thing. I won't die with regrets because I'm going to do what I wanted to do. You need to tell them this. Alright? Then again, you need to set goals. What did I tell my parents? You remember, I told them if in 1 year time from now, I won't be making $10,000 a month plus consistently, I'll go to college, right? I bet on myself. I was so certain I was going to succeed that I bet on myself. And this is what you gotta do. Because this is gonna convince your parents even more. And secondly, it's gonna convince you even more that you can do it. And thirdly, what was the third thing? Okay, the third thing is gonna put pressure on you. You'll feel when you are there and don't feel motivated to do so. Remember about your words. You said, I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna have to go to college. So better stand up, go in your room, and start working. Start sending them outreaches, right? So this is going to keep you motivated throughout the years. Having a goal, setting out a goal. You need to keep. You need to be accountable of your word. So once you say, I'm gonna do that, you will feel like you have to do that. So for the entire year, you'll feel motivated to hit that $10,000 and prove everyone wrong. And that's why I did that. And also, another thing they like is explaining them that you are just 17, 18, 19. 1 year won't change your life. 1 single year is not going to change your life. To take a college degree takes 4 to 5 years. 3 to 4 to 5 years. And then there's additional years after that, depending on what you want to do. Okay? And what is 1 year going to do? It's better to take 1 year, think about, try new thing, experience, and after that, deciding the best thing for you, than just go out there and go to a random college, a random education with no purpose, going to live a 9 to 5 forever, and just having regrets. It's better to take a year off. You're still next year, you're still gonna be 19 to 20. You can still go to college. You're still on time to go to college. You won't lose the train. You're still there. College is not going anywhere, unfortunately. All right. And for last thing, you need to talk to, and they know this full well, because many people who work the entire life at a 9 to 5 didn't travel around the world, didn't experience the fanciest restaurant, didn't go to maybe Maldives or whatever. So you need to talk to them about the importance of experience in life. Not going to college for a year is an experience. You bet on yourself. You're gonna have so much experience after a year of betting on yourself, way more than 1 year of college education. You need to tell them that, word by word, what I just said. And I guarantee you they'll be convinced. Guarantee you. Okay, so this is another small thing to give you a better understanding that your parents are not gonna make you do something that you don't wanna do. So listen, nobody would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for you against your will. If I don't want to go to college, my dad, won't give me $100,000 education to the college out there, right? He's gonna keep those money. They don't want to give me 300, 200, whatever it is, $100,000 for something I don't want to do. They don't want to invest them in something I'm not going to be motivated in doing. And most frankly, if I started it, I would probably drop out a year later. So they're not going to do that. So if you're so convinced that you don't want to go to college and you want to pursue something meaningful, they will listen to you eventually at the end. Before wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars, they will listen to you. They will believe you. Okay? Now, you might have to repeat the same things over and over and over again. It took me 4 months to convince them. 4 months. From the beginning of October, after I turned 18, till March, the beginning of March. Like 4 months is a lot. But after 4 months of me repeating and showing them, proving them what I was doing, because in those months I started making some good money, and then understood I had potential, then understood I wasn't talking BS. There was no BS. I was certain about what I was going to do. And in the meanwhile, I kept my grades good. So I proved them that I was very dedicated to do what I said I was going to do. And lastly, you need to be patient with your parents. Like, they come from different generation. 2 generations before us, okay? 1-2 generations, and they, in their generation, was all about college. Only the was prestigious to go to college. Not everyone could do that. Nowadays, anyone, like the worst guy who drinks and smokes every night can easily go to college nowadays. Even the kind of broke guys, broke family, like nothing against that, but even nowadays you don't even need that much money to get a college education. So it's not something prestigious. Everybody's going to college. If you want to be different, if you want to do something different, you need to actually do something different. If everyone's going that way, maybe you should go that way. Okay? So, yeah, it was kind of a long video, I understand it, but I hope you get the concept and understand. First of all, understand what you want to do in life. Second of all, help you get there. My goal here is to help you get there. Talk to your parents. Hopefully they'll understand, and I'm sure they'll understand. If you are so certain that you don't want to go to college, they will eventually understand you. And yeah, if you like the video, if you found it helpful, if you want more videos like these, subscribe, drop a like, and many more videos coming. See you.